Mike Joseph for the Lafayette Sports Network and Preseason Central here with John Garrett, head coach, Lafayette College. John, in your second year, let's talk about it here. First year to second year, obviously some big movement forward, and you got to be excited about year two getting ready to go.
Yeah, well, it's just easier this year because last year it was tell them what to do and where to go, and this year they know that. Now it's about technique, it's about adjustments, and really a lot of focus on getting the team to be better football players. And then just the infusion of the talent that we have with this incoming class. We're excited about the start of the year.
Yeah, and that's one thing I noticed. A few practices I was at, the team speed overall looks wonderful. It gives you a lot of flexibility, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, it does, and it's our job as coaches to get them ready to play because they are still freshmen, and this is their first time in college football, and it's certainly an upgrade in talent as far as the level. But these guys have worked hard. They know what to do. And we're excited to get them in there and let them see how they can play.
Let me ask you a little bit about maybe your emphasis this fall. You said obviously you can move away from a little bit of here's what you have to do and here's where you line up. But what has been your emphasis as a head coach watching and kind of that message to the guys overall before we get started here in a couple days?
Well, the biggest thing that coming out of the last season into this one is, you've proven that you can win. So you're past believing you can win. Now it becomes an expectation level of execution. We had some big wins last year, and we continue to strive to be even a greater factor in the Patriot League. And the guys believe it, and they're working hard, and there's just an approach and a confidence that we experienced in the 20 practices that shows that. So we're ready to go.
Yeah, it sounds like you put a great group of guys together here as well. There's some new faces on the coaching staff, but everything seems to blend real well. And obviously with this new class, it's got to be exciting for you to get these guys moving in the right way.
Yeah, and we have a good core of veteran players too, and guys that were injured and they're back healthy now. And with this infusion of the young guys, it just creates competition. It's just escalated our talent on the team and increased our depth, which is always something you're concerned about. But this first opponent is a good one, and it'll be a great challenge for us.
Good transition there. Let's talk quickly about Sacred Heart. When did you start talking about Sacred Heart? Probably back in the spring. But what is the emphasis against a team like this, and again, the first game on the road?
Well, we start way back in the spring, and we do a off-season study on them, and then during training camp, we have Sacred Heart days where we prepare in all aspects of the game plan. So we've done that, and then we fine-tune it with a regular week of game preparation. But they are a team that has a lot of good players. They have good team speed. Their line last year on both sides was big and strong. Right. But they lose a lot of players, but they also can replace them in a lot of ways, with transfers and people like that. And so they've done that. So we'll be playing against some guys that we hadn't seen on tape. But the important thing is to know the scheme and attack it the right way.
And it sounds like you're worried a little bit more about the way you play than the way they play, correct?
Yeah, that's always the way it is. It's if you start worrying about every little thing that they do and not what you do well and execute, then your eyes off the ball.
Looking forward to a big year, Coach. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much.
Mike Joseph, Preseason Central.